Hello everyone, welcome to the next class of business law. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Okay, whichever you like you can take as per your time zone. Fine. So last class I hope you have seen we have gone with the some different topics. Okay, that is all about your performance of contract. Fine. And after that we have gone for the appropriation of payment and then assignments. Okay, so now today we'll go for the another topic, that is contingent contract. Okay, the name is contingent contract. And if before starting the meaning of this contingent contract, if we can go for the simple meaning of contingent word, then it is just a subject to chance. Okay, subject to chance. Sure, nothing is sure here. Okay, it is just a subject to chance. Okay, so keeping that thing in your mind, if you read now the meaning, it's written what? Contingent contracts are contract that are dependent on happening or non-happening of an uncertain event. Okay, uncertain event. Now if I say what exactly, so uncertain, it's not under the control of the parties of the contract. Okay, and that event may happen or maybe not. Okay, so everything is like nothing is sure here. Okay, just for example, if we can take, okay, our favorite parties A and B. A has contracts to pay B rupees 1 lakh if B's house is burnt. Okay, condition is what here? If B's house is burnt. Okay, so maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe never in the whole life of A and B. Okay, it may happen. It's not necessary that B's house is going to catch the fire and house will get burnt. No, but if at all in future it will happen, then A has to pay rupees 1 lakh to the B. Okay, and burning of the house, please keep in your mind, burning of the house is neither a performance promised as a part of contract nor a consideration. Okay, it's just an uncertain event. Okay, and A's liability will arise only when the collateral event occurs. Clear? Now very quickly we'll check the definition also under section 31 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Contingent contracts are defined as follows: if two or more parties enter into a contract to do or not to do, or not to do something, if an event which is collateral to the contract does or does not happen, then it is a contingent contract. Fine. Now it's time to check some of the essentials. Okay, what are the essentials which makes the contract as a valid contingent contract? So very first condition is depends on happening or non-happening of a certain event. Okay, happening or non-happening. Fine. Now just again one more simple example we can take to understand it easily. Again, A promises to pay B rupees 5,000 if today Rajdhani Express, I hope you have heard the name. Fine. I know it's just a comedy part. If the Rajdhani Express reaches Delhi on time. Okay, now A and B is not having any control. A is not neither A or neither B as a driver of that Rajdhani Express. They have just entered into a contract. Okay, where A has told what to be, if, again the word if. Okay, if Rajdhani Express reaches Delhi on time, then I will pay you rupees 5,000. Okay, so this is a contingent event. Clear? Now the next we have the event is collateral to the contract. Okay, so it is important that the event is not a part of contract. Okay, it cannot be performance promised or a consideration for a promise. Okay, now again we'll take an example A B only. Okay, A has told to B, okay, under a contract that he will deliver 10 mobile to B, and B has promised upon the delivery he will pay rupees 75,000 to A. So this is not at all a contingent contract, okay, because B's obligation depends on the event which is a part of the contract, delivery of mobile. It is not at all a collateral event, okay. It's a very simple, sure shot. A will deliver the mobile and B will do the payment, okay. So it's not at all, nothing is here collateral one, okay. But just if we are going to do some modification in the same example, okay, again the same thing, A and B contract, and he has told that I will give you 10 mobiles if India wins the World Cup, okay, if India wins the World Cup. So this is going to be your contingent contract, okay, because India wins the World Cup or not, it is definitely a collateral event. Fine. Now the next we have, the event should not be a mere will of promisor, okay. So the event cannot be a wish of promisor, okay. The promisor should have no capacity to guide the event which makes the contract a contingent contract, okay. Now where if I have to take again the example, okay, same example, A has given like A and B entered 10 mobiles, remember just before an earlier point I have taken, okay, that A will give the 10 mobiles to B if India will win the World Cup. But if in the same he is going to add that provided I want, okay, then it is not going to be a contingent contract, okay. Now the next we have, the event should be uncertain, okay, the event should be uncertain. See, if any event is sure to happen, okay, sure to happen, okay, then this is not a contingent one, okay. The contract is due to be performed, this is not at all a contingent contract. The event should be uncertain. Remember the first we have taken the example A and B for burnt house, okay. A will pay 1 lakh rupees to B if B's house will get burned, okay. That means under the fire, by fire, destroyed by fire. So this is totally a uncertain one. That time also I told you, maybe his house, B's house will get destroyed by fire today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, or after 10 years, or maybe never in his life, okay. Maybe, the word I hope clear for you, okay. So whatever event you are entering under the contingent contract, make sure it should be uncertain, okay. Now we have to check something, okay, that is your next part, enforcement of contingent contract. So till now we have seen the meaning which was under section 31. Now we have enforcement of contingent contract, which is section 32 to 36, okay, of Indian Contract Act 1872. Certain rules are there, okay, when you can enforce the contingent contract. So very first is on the happening of an event. If the contract was for on the happening of this event I will pay you, so whenever in future that event is going to take place, I have to pay you, okay. Second we have on the event not happening. If the contract was that if this will not happen then I will pay you, please listen here, okay. If this will not happen then I will pay you. So if that will not happen, then I have to pay you. See, just like small difference between your first point and second point. On first point one, if this will happen, I will pay you. Second point is what? If this will not happen, then I will pay you. So it's depend upon the contract, okay, details under the contract for what you have, okay, promised. If you have promised for happening, then you have to pay on the happening. If you have promised for not happening, then you have to pay for not happening, okay. Next we have an event happening within a specific time. So if you have put the another condition, okay, while entering into a contract, this will happen, okay, within Like what to take the date, today's date. Okay, no, sorry, today is already 15. Okay, so just take 20 June. Okay, so if this will happen on or before 20th June 2021, then I will pay you. Okay, so specific time is there, and if within, okay, 20th June 2021 that event takes place, then the party has to do the payment. Clear? Next, further in that only, the event being impossible. Okay, so if any event which is impossible, okay, so definitely something, if you remember the first unit, okay, where we had the some essentials for valid contract, okay, and if anything impossible to perform, then such type of contract from the starting only going to be a void contract. Same rule is applicable for your contingent contract also. Now just suppose again you and me, two parties, and I promised you to pay rupees 5,000. I know it's a very small amount for you. Okay, 5,000 rupees if the sun rises in the west at the next morning. Definitely it never going to be happen. Okay, at least till now science says the same. Okay, it will never happen. It is just a impossible. Okay, happening of this event is a impossible, so this type of contract is definitely void one. Okay, and for this you can't enforce any party for anything. Clear? Now the next we have on the event not happening within a specific or specified time. So if you remember, in this slide we had what the condition. Okay, if you have agreed for anything, okay, any particular event, if that event will happen, okay, on or before 20th June 2021, then I will pay you. But just opposite of that in this slide, okay, if this event will not happen on or before 20th June 2021, then I will pay you. Okay, so just you have to focus on your grammars. Okay, now the next we have conduct of a living person. Okay, so sometimes what happen, like contract you have entered, fine, and where in involvement, like not directly involvement, okay, but there's an involvement of any other person, live person, and his or her act used to decide whether this contract or performance obligation will take place or not. Okay, now just suppose, just for simple example, you and your friend, okay, enter into a contract where your friend is going to tell you, if you will marry to A, okay, just suppose A is a person, for girls boy, and for boys it's girl. Okay, so just suppose your friend and you enter into a contract, and your friend has told you, or friend is telling you what, if you will marry to A, I will give you 50,000 rupees. Okay, condition very simple. But what happened? Today you both entered into a contract, and tomorrow only A is going to marry some other person, maybe D, E, F, I don't know, some other person. Okay, so that A married to some other person, and definitely her conduct is may affecting the contract which has taken place between you and your friend. Now it's totally void one, you can't perform it. Clear? So these all the some simple rules. Contingent contract is not very difficult. Okay, just you have to keep remember, it is based on the depend upon the happening or non-happening of the uncertain event, collateral event. Okay, so I hope you will learn it. Okay, and keep in your mind, or at least keep in your notebook. For exams you can refer it back. So till then, thank you, have a nice day, enjoy.